Good morning, my dear students. Students, today I'm going to discuss the next assignment, that is assignment 2.10. Okay, students. So, students, question number first is that 0.08 is equivalent to which among these? Okay. See, students, if I take 0.08, I can write it as 8 as it is upon. See, students, after decimal there are two digits now. So if I just remove this decimal and I have to place 100 here, okay, because after decimal there are two places now. So I have to place 100 in the denominator, okay. So yes, 8 by 100 we have the option number C. But if I just cancel them out, it will be 2 4s are 8, 2, 5 and 0. If I again cancel them out by 2, it would be 2 and 25. Okay. So it will be 2 by 25. Okay, students. So it can be 2 by 25 also and 8 by 100 also, because 8 by 100 we get in the starting. So we can say that both A and C are correct. That's why we will take the option number D, that is both A and C. Okay. Now in our next part we have 2 by 6 is equivalent to which among of these? Okay. So we have 2 by 6 now, students. So what I'm going to do is just take this 2 by 6. Okay. Students, if I just cancel them out by 2, it will be 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So it will be 1 by 3, students. So if I just divide this 1 by 3, if I just divide 1 by 3, okay. So 1 is not divisible by 3, so I have to just place decimal here. So 0.0. So take 3, 3 is a 9. It will be 1. Okay. So we get 0.3 husbands. So 0.3. That is part number C is our required answer. Okay. Now moving forward to our part C, students, we have 0.585585 this dash dot means this sequence of the numbers will keep on going. Okay. So it can be written as which among of these? See, students, in all the four parts we are seeing the bars over the number. See, that bars means if I take 0.78, okay, this bar represents that the bar containing any number, will get terminated. That means will get repeated upon. See, it can be written as 0.78. As the bar contains 78 students now. As the bar contains 78 now, students. So 78 will get repeat. So 78, 78, 78 and so on. Okay. As it can be written any number of times. Okay. For example, if I take 0.56 and the bar is on 6 only, that means 6 will get repeated. Okay. But 5 will be just taken one time. So it will be 0.5, 6, 6, 6, 6 and so on, students. Okay. Because the bar contains 6 only, that means 6 will get repeated. Okay. Similarly, students, the repeated number here is, see, find out the pair. If I just take 58, but the next is 55, so yes, 58 is not making the pair. If I just take 5, next number is 8, so we can't place bar over 5 also. But if I take, see, students, it will be 585, 585 and 585. Okay, that means the number that is repeated number of times is 585. So it can be written as 0.585 bar. Okay, because 585 is being repeated number of times. Okay, so 0.58 bar is our part number C. Okay. Now moving forward to our question number 2, students. See students, in our question number second, what we have to do is, without actual division, determine which of the following rational numbers have a terminating decimal representation. Okay. See students, here we have two terms, terminating, and in our next question we have non-terminating. Okay. So what are terminating and what are non-terminating? Okay. So terminating students is, see, if I take 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. Okay. If I take 1 by 2, see students, 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5. Okay. And if I take 1 by 4, it will be 0.25. If I take 1 by 10, it will be 0.1 students. Okay. So these are all terminating numbers, because after some point we get the exact answer. That means if I divide this 1 by 2, the remainder will be 0 now. If I divide this 1 by 4, the remainder will be 0. If I divide 1 with 10, remainder will be 0. That means after a certain point of time, we get our exact values. Okay. That means when the remainder is 0, then the numbers are called the terminating numbers. So these are all terminating. Okay. So these are all terminating numbers. That means after a certain point of time, we get the exact value of any number in points. That means the remainder is 0 in terminating numbers. But if I take 1 by 3, okay students, see 1 by 3 is 0.333 and so on students. Okay, I can't find the exact value, it will be 0.33333 and so on, it will keep on going. Okay, so in this part we can't find out the exact value. Similarly, if I take 1 by 6, student, it will be 0.16666 and so on. Okay, here also we can't find the exact value. Okay, because the remainder will never be 0. So that means these numbers are called non-terminating numbers. So these are non-terminating numbers. Okay students, so if after division the remainder is 0, that means after a certain point of time we get the exact values of our fraction. That means that are called the terminating numbers. But if the remainder is not 0, but after dividing the remainder is not 0 and the number keeps on going, that means 0.33, 0.166 and so on, these types of number are called non-terminating numbers. But student, in our question number second, what we have to do, we don't have to divide the number. Okay, in our question number second also and third also, we have to use without actual division. We have to find out among these numbers which of them is terminating numbers. Okay, see, if I just divide this, it will be 1 by 10. And 1 by 10 is 0.1. That means it is terminating. But we don't have to divide the numbers. Okay, students. After dividing, see, if I can divide, then I will divide it and see the remainder is 0 or not. If the remainder is 0, then it will be the terminating number. But in this part, say question number second and question number third, we don't have to use the actual division method. So what I'm going to do is, see students, just remember this property that I'm just writing here. What? If the denominator of the fraction, if the denominator of fraction in least form, student, that in least form means that fraction can't be further reduced. Okay, that is the simplest form of the rational number. If the denominator of the fraction in least form has factors factors 2 or 5, 2, 5 or both. Only. See students, if the denominator of the fraction has the factor 2, 5 or both, okay, it can be only 2, only 5 or both of them, then the number is terminating. Okay. If the denominator of the fraction contains only the factor 2, 5 or both, then only we can say the number is terminating. Otherwise, it will be non-terminating, students. Remember this only. That means it can has only the prime factors 2, 5 or both, not other numbers. See students, 5 by 50. First we have to convert into the least form, because if the denominator of the fraction in the least form, okay, so we have to just convert into the simplest form. So if I take 5 by 50, I can cancel it as 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 5 tens are 50. Okay, so 1 by 10, students, 1 by 10, I can write it as 1 upon 2 into 5. 1 upon 2 into 5, students. So see, the denominator contain only 2 and 5 as its prime factor. Denominator contain only 2 and 5. Okay, so yes, both 2 and 5 are there. So yes, 5 by 50 is terminating. So 5 by 50 is terminating. Okay, students. So if I take 20 by 80, students, 20 by 80. So 20 by 80, it will be, cancel out this, 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8. So 1 by 4. 1 by 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Okay. So see, in denominator we have only 2 as the prime factors. Okay. We have only 2 as the prime factors. So yes, no other number is there in denominator. So yes, 20 by 80 is terminating. Okay, students. Now in our next part, that is 5 by 21, student. See, the factors of denominator are 5 upon 3 into 7. Okay. See students, in denominator we have only two factors, that is 3 and 7. But to make the number terminating, the denominator should have 2, 5 or both of them. But here the factors are only 3 and 7. None of the 2, 5 or both. So we can say that 5 by 21 is non-terminating. Okay, students. So similarly, in our question method, we have to find out which among the 6 part, okay, are the terminating or the non-terminating fractions. So student, if I take 4 by 9, so 4 by 9 is in the simplest form first of all. So I just write this 4 as it is. 9 can be written as 3 into 3, student. So 9 can be written as 3 into 3. So the factors of denominator are only 3, but we have to make the but if I have to make it terminating, the factor should be 2 and 5, but we have 3 here. So 4 by 9 is non-terminating. Okay, student. Now in our next part, we have 27 by 4. So 27 by 4 is in the simplest form. So just take the denominator is 4. So I can write it as 2 into 2. Okay. Now the factors are only 2 here in the denominator. So yes, it is terminating. Okay. Now moving forward to our part C, that is 6 by 15. See students, 6 by 15 can be further reduced because first of all we have to convert the fraction into the lowest form. So if I take and cut it by 3, it will be 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15. Okay. Now the denominator contain only 5 as a prime factor. So yes, we have 5 here, so it will be the terminating number. Okay, student. But student, if I take 5 by 15, that is our next part, 18. So 5 by 18 is the simplest form. So just take the prime factors of 18. So it will be 2 into 3 into 3, students. Because 3 3s are 9, 9 2s is 18. See students, we have 2 here as a prime factors, but we also have 3 here. Okay, see students, to make it a terminating number, we should have only 2, 5 or both of them. We can't have 3, 6, 7, 9 as its prime factors, okay, in the denominator. So we have 3 here along with this 2. So we can say that 5 by 18 is non-terminating, because along with this 2 we also have 3 as a prime factor in the denominator. Okay. Now 6 by 28, I can further solve it as, see, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 18. So 3 by 14, so 3 as it is 14. 14 can be written as 2 into 7, students. So along with this 2, we have 7 also as its prime factor in the denominator. So to make it terminating, we should only have 2 or 5 or both of them. But we have 7 here, so we can say that it is non-terminating. Okay, students. So moving forward to our last part, we have 11 by 50. So 11 by 50 is the least form. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just splitting this 50 into the prime factors. See students, we know that 2 into 25 is 50. 2 into 25 is 50. So 2 as it is 25. 25 can be further break down as 5 into 5, students. Okay. So the only factors of denominator are 2 and 5. Only factors of denominator are 2 and 5. So yes, 2 and 5 the only factors here. So I can say that it is terminating number. Okay. So among these 6 parts, I can say the first part, fourth part and fifth part. First part, fourth part and fifth part are non-terminating. Now moving forward to question number 4, students. See student, in our question number 4, we have to just express these rational numbers into the decimals. Okay. We have to just express the rational numbers into the decimals, students. Students, the question contains 6 parts, but I am discussing only the 3 parts, okay, in the video. The rest among them you have to do yourself, okay, but I will provide them in your assignments also. See students, we have 4 by 5. So to express it into the decimal form, I am going to just simplify this by using the long division method, okay. See student, if I take 4 by 5, that means I have to divide this 4 by 5. So just take 4 here and 5 here, students. See, 4 is less than 5 now. So just place 0 point, place a 0 here, okay. So it will be 5 8s are 40. So we get the remainder is 0, okay. That means 4 by 5 can be written as 0.8, students. So if I divide this 7 by 50, students, so 7 is less than 50. So just put 7 here, okay, and 50 here, students. Now 7 is less than 50, so just put decimal, so it will be 70. So we will take 1 here, so 50 minus, it will be 20, students, okay. Now 20 is less than 50, as we have put decimal here, so we can write 0 as well. So 50 into 4 will be 200. Okay, so 7 by 50 will be 0.14. Okay. Similarly, in our next part, we have 3 by 11 students. So just put 3 here and 11 here, students. So 3 is less than 11, so just take 0 point, it will be 30. Okay. So take 2, it will be 22, and if I just subtract, it will be 8. Okay. Now 8 is less than 11, but we have already placed the decimal, so we can put extra 0 here. So we can put an extra 0 here. Okay. So it will be 80 students. So 11 is here. I have to make a number nearer to 80. So I will take 7. So it will be 77, and the remainder is 3 students. Okay. Now again, students, we have already taken decimal and 3 is less than 11. So I can place 0 here also. So if I just take this 11 and I have to form a number nearer to 30. So I will take 2. So it will be 22 students. Remainder is 7 now. Okay. Again 7 is less than 11, but we have already placed the decimal. So I can place an extra 0 again. Now I have to make a number nearer to 70. Sorry, here we have 80 students. Okay. So we have to form a number nearer to 80. So I will take 7 again. So it will be 77 and 3 students. See students, first startingly we have to just divide this 3 by 11. Now again we have to divide this 3 by 11. So that means this procedure keeps on repeating itself. See, 0.27, again 27, and if I just move further, it will be 27, 27, 27 and 27. That means this 3 by 11, that is 3 by 11 is terminating number. Sorry, non-terminating. Okay, that means I can represent this 3 by 11 as 0.27 bar, because if I place bar over 27, that means this 27 keeps on repeating itself. Okay, this means it will be 0.27, 27, 27 and so on. Okay, that means this 27 keeps on repeating. Okay, so this is our question number 4th and the last part of our and the last question of our this class. So in our next class I will further discuss the remaining question of our assignment. Till then, just be safe and be at your home and practice these questions. Thank you.